There's no mistaking those lyrics. The rock opera Jesus Christ Superstar has been thrilling audiences for decades. This week, previews began for a new production on Broadway. And it may surprise you to know that the cast is overwhelmingly Canadian. So why is that? We asked David Common to find out.
Rarely does anyone get a sneak peek like this, an inside look at a Broadway rehearsal. The actors not yet in costume, not yet in the theater, in what many expect will be the smash hit of the season.
Feed my household with this bread. You could do it on your head.
If it looks at all familiar, it just might be.
Why do you take so long? Come on, King of the Jews!
This production of Jesus Christ Superstar was a runaway hit at Canada's Stratford Festival. Producers fast-tracked not just the musical, but the very same Canadian stars to New York's global stage.
We have a remarkable cast, and this remarkable cast comes from the remarkable company that has assembled in Stratford, Ontario over these last few seasons. And they have everything to do with the success of this production. I have very sweet notes and only sweet positive things to say.
Des McAnuff is Stratford's artistic director and Superstar's creative brainchild. Taking the work of his friends Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice, he's developed a remarkable connection with his cast.
How to enter with a boa and a pint in your hand.
I think Des may have been the best guy in the whole world to direct a production of this. He just understands the music, he understands the genre of storytelling, and he's a magician with staging.
Paul Nolan is Jesus Christ, a tall order if ever there was one. And he's a long way from his hometown, a dot on the prairies.
What on God's green earth is someone from Rollo, Saskatchewan doing here?
It's pretty unbelievable, isn't it? I was kind of a gifted singer, and that got me into acting in Regina. My parents were very supportive. So that led to voice lessons and led to connections to an agent in Toronto. And
Nolan is a Broadway first-timer. Take a look at just how many are. It may be the most ever, and another possible record, the percentage of Canadian talent.
Vancouver.
Fort Erie.
Stratford, Ontario.
Winnipeg.
Vancouver.
Vancouver.
Steveston, British Columbia.
Rollo, Saskatchewan.
Regina, Saskatchewan.
Calgary, Alberta.
In fact, there are only 2 Americans, including Josh Young, who powerfully plays Judas.
I would have never thought that I would have to go to Canada to get to Broadway. But I love the way it turned out because I love Stratford. I have a home there now.
The success speaks to the renown of Stratford, arguably the most prestigious, classically based theater company in North America and perhaps beyond. It has breathed new life into Jesus Christ Superstar, a 40-year-old musical past its prime.
If you love the theater, there is no better place in the world, in my opinion, than Stratford. And make sure you exit, those of you in Superstar, neutrally, because all the way off, won't you? You really give yourself someplace to go and do that every night, because it's so easy just to drop out at the end of that. And well, he's getting crucified now. Walk across this. My bit's over. I'm going to the bar with Jeremy.
The ensemble cast certainly has fun. But the subject matter is deadly serious. A rock-infused, stylized retelling of the story of Easter up to the crucifixion. Chilina Kennedy, the daughter of a Canadian military officer, plays Mary Magdalene, a prostitute and one of Jesus' disciples. The scene of his death, even after hundreds of performances, still overwhelms the cast watching on the sidelines.
I mean, means a lot to me. She's a controversial character, and I think that she's often been portrayed, in the church and in various tellings of her story as the penitent prostitute. And I think she is a stronger character than I think sometimes she appears to be.
Broadway has high expectations for a production that has managed to consistently sell out in Stratford. But here, with so much competition, there are no sure things. If it is big, really big, these mostly young actors will have made their careers, and Stratford will be recognized for an incredible performance and the Canadian talent that makes it happen. David Common, CBC News, New York.